everyone, welcome to the stream. And hello Bach, welcome back. Always nice to see you around. I'm just quickly finishing little things with a new project for once. Awesome. All right. Then let's get started. Today we're going to do something new because I got a little commission for a military girl called Spector. We're going to just redesign her, so we'll see how it goes. Why are you not letting me change my gradient? That's way too big. Why don't I have any transparency here? Yes, I know. Let's see. Have fun lurking around, Bach. Come back whenever you feel like it. Also, I still need to get back into the groove. After all, I've been on vacation last week. And today is Monday, so yeah. Same old, same old. That's not how I want it to look like. Zoom out a bit so I can actually see what I'm doing up there. I'm just creating a little floor for my figure to stand on, which is currently not going my way. Because a design always looks more convincing if it actually doesn't float around in space. So that's a tip for you. Layer, and we're going to create a second one as well. I think that's going to be fine. So let's see. brain can't spell today. Alright. Let's see. Where's my ref board? There it is. I'm just going to start with some very simple poses just to figure out what I want. Let's see. A little bit. Thank you. Alright. If you're doing thumbnails, you always try to get the big picture and don't focus too much on any details. So it's better to always work a bit more zoomed out. And you can be messy, because in that stage happy little accidents always kind of happen, so we really want that too. So if you have any questions or anything, just let me know in the comments. Or in the chat, right? In the comments. Alright. Wrong platform, girl. We're not on YouTube. We're actually on Twitch. So let's see. I just love doing thumbnails. They're so simple and quick, and you can really figure out what you want to do with the design without thinking too much about the details. I don't know much about the design. They kept it very, very vague, so I have a lot of freedom, I guess. But at the same time, they showed me like an already existing concept art, which I can't show right. But we're going to see what we can do. One thing I always find is an issue with a lot of like clients coming in, that the ideas they have are very grounded. Because that's totally normal, right? That's why we designers even exist. Hey there, Scott! Welcome to the stream! Welcome, welcome! How are you today? As you can see, we started something new. Because I got an art test coming up soon. Or possibly a future job, so let's see what we can do. It's too big. Already going overboard with everything. But this is also kind of today's warm-up, so it's fine. A little bit smaller for now. So. What's going on? Why can't I draw a bird today? So struggling so hard. Well, I was just about to ask what you were working on. On a character called Spector, I have to redesign her. And that's what I'm currently trying to figure out. That's why I'm doing a few thumbnails and stuff. But since this is the first drawing of the day, it's always like a little bit weird. Because I haven't done... Whoa. Good job, hello. Because usually I do some warm-ups and stuff, but I didn't have the time today. So we're warming up simply live on stream. Also, heads up, your music is a little loud. Oh! No, wait. Let me turn down Spotify a little. Thank you so much for telling me. Since I've done a bunch of stuff on the weekend and during my vacation on my computer, I probably changed some little properties and volumes, so it could be that I screwed up, but I completely forgot to change it. Thank you, thank you. Should have tested it. You're totally fine, thank you. Also, I'll be honest, I'm a little bit nervous today because the next few weeks are probably going to be rather stressful for me because I have 2 art tests at once, which is kind of insane already because usually it's like, I don't know, if I apply for a job at a company, which is very, very hard to get in currently, I usually get like, yeah, you don't have enough experience, yada yada, we're not looking for a junior, and so on and so forth. And the thing is, this week I got 2 at the same time who wanted to give me a shot, so, and I don't know. I know it's just some art test and nothing really like huge, actually. I just have to draw something, no big deal, but it kind of is a big deal, so I'm super self-conscious right now. But hey, it's good practice. Because even if I don't get the job, I still did some drawing, which is the most important thing. To never stop. Because I'm trying to do like a mechanical bird, so the wings are not going to be as soft and fluffy as they should be. But we'll see. So yeah, this week is also going to be a bit of a shorter week for me because we have a holiday coming up on the 1st of May in my country, so we might see more Studio as well. Well, I hope you get the job. Thank you, I hope so too, even though it's unpaid since it's a small studio, both of them are. But at least it's something I can put on my resume, which is kind of huge. And since I get rejected because of the lack of experience, I guess this would really help me find a proper job at a proper studio. shame that it's unpaid, but that's fair. Yeah, it's like all of them are startups and stuff. I mean, both startups are like super chill and very cool people. And I hope that one of them at least is going to accept me as one of their concept artists. Because then I would be more than happy. Oh wait, merge. But we'll see. Like I said, my heart is currently like pumping at I don't know how fast. I don't know why I always put myself under so much pressure when it comes to stuff like that. But it's also totally normal, right? Then we have a huge fucking bird. So if I'm a little bit quieter than usual, that's just because of me being a little bit uneasy. Oh, for sure, any looking for work is intimidating. Yeah, right. But for some reason for me, art is more challenging. Because usually if I look for work, I have to admit, once I get the interview, I'm pretty chill because being at an interview is my strong suit. I don't know why. I'm pretty relaxed and I don't know. For me, it's just like a chill conversation with people, especially if the other person is also very nice. So that's the thing, but everything related to art is very intimidating to me because it's this feeling of inferiority because you never got a job, so I don't know, you always think like your work is not good enough and stuff and so on and so forth. And every rejection is like proving the point, if you know what I mean. But we also talked about it, that the current situation in the gaming industry is very tough, so I shouldn't think too much about it actually. I'm personally going into a busy week this week. I've got Tuesday off and probably Wednesday, but I'm working Thursday through to Monday. Oh, I tend to alternate between a busy week and a quiet week. Yeah, I totally get that. It really helps to, I don't know, lock in. Let's see. Switch to tough. Oh. But I'm sure you can pull it off. This is just my usual routine. I probably do a bit of writing on Wednesday, but if I do, it's going to be just a couple of hours. Sorry. My phone distracted me for a moment. No, I totally understand that. I always think if you're like too stressed, being creative is also super hard. I always try to do as much as possible without actually burning myself out. So I'm way too focused right now. Jeez. The funny thing is, like, commissions aren't as stressful to me because they're more relaxed and people came to me because they wanted my work. But art tests, they really mess with my brain. It's a big reason why the way I do things works a lot better for me, because I'm putting out the ads rather than hunting for ads. It saves me a lot of stress. Yeah, totally. I would love to do that, but I don't have the budget right now. Sadly. But I actually talked to some people who are specialized in like those kind of advertising. So once I have like the budget, I'm so going to do that as well. Though as an artist, you don't really get around self-advertisement on social media and stuff. But still. Oh, I still have the bird wing over there. Go away. Okay, where is my... There it is. Thankfully for me, it's all rolled into the platform I use to host my games, so the advertising is just a small fee that comes out of the ticket price. Oh, that's interesting. That's really cool. And convenient, so you don't have to focus on it as much as you would in other situations. But I have to admit, it kind of helps to do this on stream, which is kind of odd. Because it forces me to actually draw and not go into a mental crisis. It's super helpful. Yeah, I wish it would be as easy with other platforms as well. But you have to run like ad campaigns here, some ad campaigns there, and it's really like annoying after some point. So yeah. I tried it once, but it didn't like work for me. But that's probably because I wasn't as present as I should have been and I was focused more on my studies. And it wasn't for my drawing, it was for something else. Yeah, I don't envy the work artists have to put in. Yeah. That's why I really want to find a studio job instead of being completely like reliant on myself. Because of course it would be really cool to be completely full-time without having to worry about like bills and stuff. But it's not realistic. At least not right now. Not with AI still being a thing. It looks weird. I'm just looking at my ref board in between, so if I'm not drawing, that's probably because I'm looking at stuff. Because they gave me like a base idea. And from my experience, usually it's good to give your clients different kind of... how should I explain? Different levels of craziness for their designs. Because sometimes a client wants something very grounded, but another client might have been looking for something more elaborate, more crazy, but they didn't know it yet, so it's good to give them different versions of what they were asking. So if they still want the grounded design, they can pick the grounded design without any issue, but if they wanted like something crazy, you provided them with crazy. But I always start with like the grounded design because then I know kind of what direction my client wanted to go. So yeah. That's at least the idea behind it. Very shiny ones. Shiny and very tight. Very soldier-esque, I guess. Right. Also, stay hydrated, guys. That foot is a little bit too long. At least it looked like it. Where's the other one too short? Let's make the other one a little long. Since they're going for like this sexy sniper girl vibe, we just need to give her legs for days. Let's see. I don't know how many thumbnails I'm going to make today, because I'm kind of on a timer too. But we'll see. We'll see how many I can pull off today. I tend to be an overly prepared commissioner. I usually provide the person's face, what they're wearing, any equipment they have, and notes on if they have any magic effects. Since a lot of my characters I get commissioned have been played for a while or are NPCs I've written, they tend to already have a lot of details decided. Then I look for artists who are good at including those details in the work. Yeah, I mean that's great. If you have like a very detailed plan, then it's just basically taking the written word and turn it into a picture. But I only got like a very short brief with her, a little bit of her backstory and stuff, and then some design, and my task was just to, yeah, redo her. And I'm sitting here like, okay, just redo her. Sure. But that's how design usually works, right? You get just a very quick brief and not very detailed one, and then you go ahead and start. Having a very prepared person can both be very relaxing, but sometimes it can also be a little bit boring, if you know what I mean. Because if everything is already decided, then it can be like very... I don't know. I guess it really depends on the mood you're in. I love like very detailed briefs on days where I feel like my brain is not up for pushing out like tons of different designs without any like really guideline. But on other days where I feel like super creative and then I have a brief that is already completely decided and very restrictive, and sometimes it's just like, well, okay, I'm doing it. As with all things, there's pros and cons. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. For example, today, because I'm super stressed because of this like art test, I would have loved to just have a brief where I already know, okay, I just need to do this, this, and that. Thank you. Bye. Because I already had like one art test in the past with a different company, and they were like, I don't know, they gave me basically a fox wizard type of thing and told me, yeah, we want you to make it like this, just a snow leopard wizard. And I was sitting here like, oh okay, sure, why not? But for me it was just a little bit odd to get this kind of brief for a concept art position. Because if you like are testing a concept artist, you usually, I don't know, try to test their creativity and stuff, and if you already give them like a brief that is very final, I don't know, I always feel like more of an illustrator then, because I already have like the character and I just almost need to copy paste it, which is kind of defeating the point. But for example, with my D&D commission I did lately, there was already a lot of stuff decided, except for maybe... I think the only thing that really wasn't decided was the clothing. But we also went for like simple adventure gear stuff and things like this. Also, commissions I simply love is when people like, I don't know, is somebody that isn't as good as, I don't know, painting or drawing as I am, or just as a beginner, and to send you like a very quick sketch of an OC and you're supposed to draw it. I just love stuff like that. I don't know, it's if you draw their OC and they see it in your own style and they're so super happy about it, I just think it's one of the most fulfilling things. Which for concept sometimes is more like, I don't know, you feel like a machine almost at times. Because people just, I don't know, they expect you to pump out one design after another, and if they don't like it, they say, thank you, next. And you have to do it again. Which is a completely normal process. But it can get frustrating after a while. Especially if like people don't really know what they want. But not like in a way where you just help them decide, but I don't know, I had a situation where I felt like, okay, the client was telling me to build a house. And then he, like, I don't know, he gave me so much changes and stuff I should alter that it didn't look like a house anymore, but more like a cat. So, you know, it's that sometimes with certain clients, they don't really know what they want as well, so they, I don't know. Something I'd love to be able to do is to send people some historical reference and have someone translate it into several commoner or generic fantasy designs. Just let the artist go wild with the theme, but that's gonna be expensive. Yes, it is. It really is. Because that's basically what a concept artist does, right? You give them like a theme, like, okay, I want gothic, but a cyberpunk gothic scenario or something like that. And well, it takes a lot of time to like come up with a design, because if you look at Arcane and stuff, the design is really cool and unique, and it's based on Art Deco and steampunk and stuff. But it took a while, and it took a lot of people to actually create that kind of style. So yeah. I don't like the tail I'm doing. What an feather here, maybe. That could kind of work. It's not perfect, but it gives the vibe I was going for. So let's just leave it at that. I want her to have like this big ass glove those falconers use, or however they're called in English. I think it doesn't look too shabby actually. Because those birds have claws, especially if they're made for hunting. So... something dangling down here. Some kind of charm or trinket maybe. Tracker for the bird to know where you are. Could be a fun idea. But I would need to explore that one a little bit more to really know what I want to do. I'm not sure if I want to have something here too, like this. Oh, I think this wouldn't look too bad actually. Maybe she usually rides the bird. And this is her belt she clips onto the bird. Would need to be like a huge ass bird, but maybe this little one is your little brother, something like that. But I like that idea, like a futuristic sniper that rides a bird. Could be an idea. Like for an example, right now I have several themes my campaigns are in. And I like my designs to be fairly grounded and detailed. Folks wearing clothing from the correct period and carrying the various tools for their needs. To translate to historical periods, I've got one campaign in the 9th century, one in the 18th, and one in the 20th century. And those are all key points of the visual design. And I'm winding up to have a far future campaign probably next year. Oh, several in the 1800. Oh, okay. That's very cool. I'm just going through your previous message as well. And there's definitely nothing wrong with like grounded designs. Because I mean everything needs like a starting point. And grounded designs are so fundamental for a lot of things. It also means a lot of my reference images are historical artifacts from museums. That's actually awesome. Because I like to also look at like historical artifacts, architectural styles, like things that really exist. Because for her, for example, I actually have like this picture of this flower, which it exists. It's a spider flower or whatever it's called. And I just take the vibe from it. So if you use like historical artifacts for your stories, it's perfect, so people know what vibe you're going for, what like shapes and forms and stuff, which is great. Most people make the mistake that they always use like designs that already exist, and then it looks like all the same, all the time. Because this design is like for a MOBA. And the sniper girl reminds me a lot of like Widowmaker, because typical badass military sniper girl with a very dramatic history who carries a strong face but actually is very emotional and stuff. So it's great that you're doing your research in that kind of way. That's honestly amazing. Because a lot of writers and artists just don't do that. In so many ways. Yeah, and there's a tendency to stick from the same base reference. I like being able to use a reference that I can physically go up and look at in museums. Yeah, that's great, that's great. I'm also lucky enough to have like a bunch of museums in Vienna where I can go to Cookie Mine, hey there! Hello, welcome to the stream! Hello, hello! How have you been? Did you finish your profile picture? Sadly, no, not yet. I have gotten some more important work to do, so I don't have time for any of my private projects, sadly. But it's also good, because this is for, how's it called? Dang it, this is an art test for a studio. So yeah. I'm good playing some Overwatch. Awesome. Ogre, did you know I did not? I wouldn't dare to finish it off stream. I haven't drawn anything in like my vacation. Just to clear my head a little bit. But we will finish it, definitely. Because like I said, my profile picture is taking longer because I'm trying out a bunch of stuff and so on. So wondering if I should give her like something for the head too. Because it feels like she's missing something. I can give her like this military type of cappy. See if I can pull it off from this angle. If not, I need to search for a reference real quick. No, definitely not. Let me see if I can find a proper reference for what I'm going for. Hello Pinterest, my best friend when it comes to reference search. Even though AI basically broke most of it. Military... That's... Oh, this one could also be dope. Copy pictures. And switch back. Go. Because I just feel like her head needs some love too. Let's see. Yeah, I'm so disappointed in Pinterest these days. I used to be a very casual user and now I just can't find anything useful on there. Exactly, it's horrible right now with all AI art and stuff. If you're like very diligent and you really focus on saving non-AI stuff, you kind of get rid of it a little bit, but it's really, really hard. And sometimes, honestly, you can't even properly tell if something is AI or not. And I think that's the thing that's really troubling me the most. That AI has been like very, very convincing lately. Would I like to have more now? Looks like a bucket. Nope. I'm gonna redo it. I like a hat, but not the set. Let's go bald. Oh gosh, yeah. Let's make it a bit more flat, maybe. But I think that's cool. Balding when I see AI. Yeah, AI is the bane of my existence. I also have like a couple of YouTubers that have like changed their usual thumbnails to AI thumbnails, and it looks so bad. It's like, I don't know, they used to have this one style they were using, and now they're using like something way more complicated and weird. Also, I think I like the head. Okay, let's go back in time a little bit further. Yeah, I think the head is really pulling the design together. Awesome. And let's give this a little number. So my client doesn't have to try and explain which one he likes, but just says, hey, I like number 1 or number 25 or whatever. Because that's like one of the biggest mistakes people make all the time. Even the most professional people, they don't number the work, which is so infuriating sometimes. I'm sitting here like, oh yeah, I would like design number the third one from the top, or the one in the second column, but the bottom one, no, the one on the right, no, I meant the one above that. And that's like such a time waster in meetings and stuff. So yeah. It can be really stressful. I think at that point I just screenshot and circle it, then email it back. Honestly, you have no idea how often that happens, okay? Like if you're in a class session or like in a session with your client and you just can't help to figure out which one they mean, it's just like, I'm going to screen share, and then they go like, this! Oh no! Photoshop! I want... What? I have a layer selected apparently. This one. Please do this. Not this, not this, this. That's like industry standard. Yep, exactly what I do. Yeah, it can be very troublesome because I have, for example, some like benchmarks, and here you have like really cool characters and stuff, but it's very hard to explain which one you want because you have like 5 in this row, 4 here, then 5 there again, and then you can't even like say columns properly because here the column is like not as simple, and this can really get crazy, especially if you would go like, okay, we take those guys and put it over here, then you need to really count. And sometimes in the middle of it you maybe, I don't know, skip 1 and then you have like 6, 7, 8, and yeah, it's not good practice, I guess. So I always suggest labeling stuff. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Just need to look at a little bit of inspiration, what I want to do. did a little bit too much on the top. Nope, not quite. I don't like this very strict military pose. Like, good posture. Or maybe like... That could be an idea for a later pose, but let's see. A more stable stand because I just don't see a military girl be like all ha ta ta ta, look at me, I'm a princess. At least not this one they're going for. So let's see. Yeah, you want a strong stance if you're looking to convey military authority. Yeah, exactly. But it's always so tempting to just do something a little more elegant. I might do a different iteration of it. We'll see. So let's see what would be also fit. I don't know, sniper and big ass ponytail is just like Widowmaker. And you can't convince me otherwise. Let's see. Great, this references AI all over again. Let's see. Sometimes while you're gathering references, you just see, oh, this one looks kind of cool, let's pick this for now, and then if you look at it closer while drawing, you notice, oh dang, it's AI. And it's exactly why I hate it so much. You used to find such cool stuff on Pinterest, like high fashion things and so on, and right now it's just a big AI mess. And you sometimes can't even tell if it's like real or not. Oh yeah, it's real bad. Yep. Sadly. I mean, even real life references tend to be AI nowadays, and that's what's like crazy. I do hope something like Pinterest pops up sooner or later that is like no AI stuff. But for that to work, you of course would need a program to filter out AI, and as if they would make an AI to kill AI. Sure. That's probably never going to happen. But never give up hope. If I can make this like convincing or not. Like a jacket draped over her shoulder with the sleeves flying away. Kinda. It's getting there. Probably kills my silhouette, but we'll see. I at least want to try it, because I think it's going to fit this character too. The fun thing about being historically inspired is I get to watch people figure out in real time the thing I'm referencing with my descriptions at the table. For example, last session for the group meeting tonight, I was describing a crash plane where they slowly start to recognize the paint pattern from larger wing segments. And then the uniform on the pilot. Cue folks trying to figure out which military it is while everyone got it was World War II. It ended up being an RAF pilot, but it was fun to watch them puzzle it out. Oh, that's a cool idea. That's really, really cool. Awesome. Also, we are going to take a quick 5-minute break, guys, since we're already 1 hour in. Which means let's stretch our legs a bit, grab something to drink, and I'll be back in about 5 minutes. I don't have a BRB screen. No! Let's make one. Right. There we go. Again, very professional. Okay, guys. See you in a few. I don't know what you mean, Cookie. I didn't forget. I totally flipped it before I went on break. So much professional, we love to see it. I know. Okay, let's get back. Very professional. But back to what you were saying, Scott. I love puzzles like that. I think I saw a D&D campaign or a short recently where somebody was describing this oracle type of thing that was answering questions from the people in the party, and it turned out it was just a freaking 8-ball, a magical 8-ball. And at first all were like, oh my gosh, this miracle, it's so insane, it's so cool, but somehow the answers don't make much sense until they found out. So magical. Psych. The most magical thing ever. Oops. Let's go for bigger boots. Some pants stripped into boots. I had a scene like that recently. One of my players did a communion with their god and got some very spooky answers for their plot. And now our player, who's a sleeper agent for a cult, is getting their memories back. Oh, god dang. That's so cool. That's really, really awesome. So what kind of hair do we want here? Maybe something short this time? Would be cool. Technically. Ooh, I like that. The scene we ended on last time was them having a memory where they saw themselves with blood on their hands as stood on the edge of a volcano, driving a ritual anthem? 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 I'm sorry, I'm not sure I know that word. Into the chest of a sacrifice. Before pulling the knife out and pushing the sacrifice into the volcano. Let me see if I can find this. So I have a picture in my mind. A thumb. Oh. Athame is a ritual dagger. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just looked it up. It looks really cool. There are a lot of different kind of things, but I guess this is like the most common thing. Or one of the most common ones, like with this long blade. That's what I was going for. And the hilt and stuff. I had no idea it was called like that. Really cool. I always love if I like learn the better terms for stuff like this because it makes searching stuff so much easier. That's why I love to read a lot too. Yep, there's had a wavy blade but similar sort of thing. Oh wait, I saw that one too. Do I still have it open? Like this, right? I mean, there are different like blades, I guess. Some are more wavy, some are less, but I like it. I definitely like it. Yeah, I kinda like that. Awesome. But I honestly do like the jacket idea around her shoulder. But I'm not sure how long I want it to be. No, I think it's going to be a short jacket, like one of those bomber jackets and stuff. And now the players are figuring out in the chat before session what they want to do with this RAF pilot and talking about the events of last sessions. We're gonna be playing in about 6 hours and it seems they're excited to play. Oh, that's awesome. Really got them thinking about the session. We also had Dungeons and Dragons on Saturday. And we made a lot of progress too. I might want to give her like some special kind of boots. So she can jump higher or something like that. To get on top of buildings. I mean, why not, right? Like Hermes boots. Just a bit more technical. But I think she needs something here still. I want another head or something like that. I don't think so. No. Maybe I give her like a little drone. Yeah, a headpiece. Yeah, I'm not sure. I have a reference and they didn't like include a headpiece or something, so I tried to give them different options. Nice, yeah, they're currently stuck in a Feywild where they found the pilot who's very far from home. And so far they have no idea how to get them back. But they also have to figure out how to break free curses and deal with their cultist friends' memories returning. Oh gosh. That sounds very exciting, actually. This group is a lot of fun. It sounds like it. It's awesome, really. I'm always so excited if people like have really cool background stories and stuff, and this sounds like a lot of cool background story. I would actually love to give her like a huge something like this, but the setting is a bit more grounded. Like there is no magic and stuff. It's like set in our time period, just a bit further in the future, a bit more futuristic, but not too much. So I'm not sure how wild I can go with it, sadly. Giving her some wings. Beautiful. No, honestly, that could also kind of be it. Some mechanical wings, maybe? Dear bird, give me your wings. I want to try something. This could be kind of cool, though. No. Mercy with a sniper. It's Mercy's and Widowmaker's love child. Sorry. My issue is... My issue is just... This whole design is giving me Widowmaker vibes already, okay? So if you say it's like a mixture of Mercy and Widowmaker, I take it! The ships have gone too far. How else would you explain a sniper with Mercy wings? Who's the top? I would guess a Widowmaker. I mean, I'm not too deep in the Overwatch lore, but... Mercy seems a little bit too nice and angelic to be like the top. The other way around, it would still be kind of funny. Honestly, just for that joke, I'm going to give her wings. Honestly. Maybe my client likes it, who knows? Oh my god. Now I really need to look at Mercy's wings because I haven't seen her in a while. I do have Widowmaker on my ref board, just so, yeah. Okay, yeah, totally. Given the media around healers and RPGs, I absolutely believe Mercy's being a top. What? Wait, what did I miss? Healer's being the top. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on a hot minute. Why do I think of Shadowheart now? Great! Good job! Oh boy. There's memes about healers having a control. Oh. Well, okay, I get it, yeah. I understand where it's coming from, yeah. That's an MMO thing. Tank, you want some heal? Listen to me, pull less or you die. You want healing? Beh. Yeah, I see that. I have seen that, yeah. How the tables have turned. The typical cliche that healers are like either shy guys or girls who are very feminine and don't know how to play and they just want to care about people and they just want to be nice, to freaking people with a whip saying, do as I say or nobody's going to live. How the tables have turned. Oh gosh. Now I can't unsee it. Great job, you guys ruined me. Have to pay respect. Press the button. Oh gosh. I want it to be a bit slimmer. Thinner. Maybe. I need to look at more refs of mechanical wings. Nope, that was way too far. That's the issue if you haven't drawn something yet. And you try to wing it without any references. Dude. Don't hide the search bar. Mechanical wings. Yeah, let's go with Leonardo da Vinci's. Why not? Totally not old. Honestly, like ones with blades would be kind of cool. Or a melee attack option. If you want a good reference for mechanical wings, Angel from the X-Men might be fun. Definitely going to take a look at that too. Okay. Angel X-Men. Interesting. Specifically is his metal form. Yeah, I was just taking a look at that one. Isn't Angel a fairy-like? I mean, I found this picture. Which is a very bad resolution, but it gets the idea across, I guess. Oh, that guy. My bad. Yeah. But I don't want such big wings. I was thinking of the girl. Sadly, I'm not that deep into X-Men lore, so... I'm just looking at some references still. This could be actually kind of interesting. She has like wing tattoos that detach and become like fairy wings. Oh, that sounds interesting. I found some spider claws for the back, but if I do that, then it's definitely going to be like a Widowmaker character. So that's sadly a no. Oh yeah, I remember her too. I kind of need wings that aren't too futuristic or too steampunky. Because right now I'm just finding super sci-fi ones and ones that are like with gears and stuff. I would love like a little in between. I think I found something that I could use. Let's see. Copy, paste. Hello, character design today. Hey, Yuna. Hi. It's for an artist for a studio I want to work with. So yeah, character design today. Oh yeah, she's a pixie. Tricorvus Corax. Let's see. Sounds like Raven something. Warhammer. Oh nice, viel Erfolg. Looking good. Thumbnails. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just need to find a reference of Corvus Corax that isn't like, I don't know, super pixelated. The wings are definitely interesting. And I found something rather similar, just more dainty. I found those. Which still... I liked the turbine in both of those. It looks really, really cool. And I think this looks like primitive enough to actually kind of work and not be super futuristic, but it also isn't like paper thin like other things I've seen. So let's see. I don't want to waste too much time implementing this. So let's see. Bach is still alive and giving out headpads. So let's see. We don't need to show too much, but... See how big I want to go with turbine stuff. The wings go like this, like a bit of a fan. I'd like Gundam as another inspiration. Gundam? Gundam. Ah, that's too sci-fi. The Gundam guys, they are way too sci-fi. Sadly, I've seen a lot of those, like mech wings, even more complicated ones. But that's fair. Yeah, the client specifically said that their characters should be humanoid and that the time isn't too far off of ours. It's like a few decades in the future, but you know how it is, how people imagine in 20 years like we can fly, but but it shouldn't be too spacey, too freaky, or too futuristic. But I still want to push the boundaries because I don't know how, I don't know, open they are for ideas, and I also want to see if it would be actually fun to work with them, because if I just should draw boring characters... I just think they want to do a MOBA. And I think the most important thing for a MOBA to be successful, or for any like this type of esportsy thing, you need characters that stand out. Or else you're going to become pretty uninteresting to people. What game? Just kidding. I know you can say. Yeah, I can't. I can just say it's going to be for MOBA, and yeah, that's it. So yeah, basically, I've seen a bunch of the designs, and they were not bad at all. They're really interesting, but very generic. And I really hope like I can convince them to push the designs more. But so far I'm not even on board, so I need to be careful. Yeah, 90% of MOBA is character design. Exactly. So far you have Quinn and Jin. Quinn and Jin? What? For League? Quinn and... Wait. Oh, right. You think that's Jin, the second one? Well, kind of with like the mechanical parts, right? Oh no, there I can see the sniper, sorry. Yeah, but honestly, I only have today till Wednesday to come up with like a good character design, and usually characters for League take months. Even longer than that. Alone, the special alone is like, it takes ages. What about like energy or hard light wings, or is that still too sci-fi? Way too sci-fi, I fear. I sadly can't show the original design because that's under NDA, but that has like, even my wings are honestly already too spacey probably for what they are trying to do. But we'll see. Because I would love to do like hard light wings or energy wings or stuff like that, but sadly I need to stick to the brief. Oof, that's short. Good luck. I believe in you though. I know, right? It's insanely short, and honestly I don't think I'm going to be let's say in a short interview we had, they mentioned that they have like deadlines and they don't expect us to work on it full time, but they want at least 3 characters every month, which is for me personally way too short, because that would mean like 1.5 weeks maybe tops for a character, with like iterations, color and stuff. 3 characters a month is wild. Sounds tough, yeah, exactly. That's why I think the studio is very new. They're all total beginners, and I'm going to try my best to push myself so I can make this character work. For myself, I said for today, I'm going to work on the thumbnails, the base stuff, and see how much I can push out. I think I'm just only going to make 3. Maybe a 4th one, because as you can see, I'm pretty slow currently. Can you say the studio name or no? I could, but you won't be able to find anything, I think, because they don't have really much stuff. They're called Repeat Games. But you need to be careful, because when I researched those guys, I found a different website that isn't them, but something like earn cash quickly online, let's go. But that's not their studio. I only found them on LinkedIn. So yeah, for me it's like my personal little, I don't know, test, so I get used to work under pressure. Because for me, this is very unrealistic, and if they really want to hire me, then I'm also going to talk to them about like what they are aiming for, and that I personally think that's way too short. And if they don't believe me, I have plenty of people, professionals that work in the industry at Ubisoft and stuff that can definitely back me up on that one. Especially since I'm a fucking junior. So I think just talking about the specialists that are working in the industry. Hey there, Patrick. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to judging me doing my art test for a studio I might be working for. What's up? we were just talking about like I'm doing an art test for a studio, and my deadline is on Wednesday already, and they expect like a full-blown character concept with fully rendered and stuff, and that 3 days is very short, especially when they're said like, oh, you don't have to put that much time into it, which is kind of a little bit crazy. But like I said, they're very sweet and stuff, and they're all beginners, so maybe they don't know better. I did actually find them on LinkedIn. Yeah, good luck with that. Can you say which one? Repeat games. I can, yeah, they allowed me that, but I'm not going to show their example stuff. Because I also asked them if it's fine if I stream it, because otherwise I wouldn't show you guys what I'm doing right now. I'm just not allowed to talk into super detail what we're doing, like story-wise and stuff, so I'm keeping it very vague. Social media is super sparse for the moment. Yeah, exactly, because they are very new. They're only a team of, I think, 5 or something like that, so yeah. High chances that they might lurk in stream. I don't mind if they do. I was only telling you they're super sweet. And they don't have my link to the stream, so if they found me... Okay. But it's nothing I'm saying is something I'm hiding from them, because I've been also saying that if they actually want to hire me, I really have to talk to them about their deadlines, because they are very tight. And right now I'm doing this both to challenge myself, because they expect you to do like 3 characters in 1 month with everything, weapon design and stuff like that, but you don't have to work full-time on the project because it's also unpaid. So I'm not sure how they expect someone to pull 3 characters off, especially in my case, I'm a junior. So I will definitely take... Yeah, exactly! What in caps? That's why I'm talking about it openly. So even unpaid 3 characters. Yes, exactly. That's why I'm saying I definitely have to talk to them about this. Because it's just, for me, it's very unrealistic. Oh, I don't want them to be smaller. No! I'm nervous. Paying with exposure, huh? Not quite. They're currently searching for a sponsor because they recently opened up and everything, and they do want to pay, but they can't currently. And you know how it is currently in the industry. It's so hard to get in, and I have sent so many applications to studios, and all of them are either I don't have enough experience in the game industry, or they are not looking for someone junior-like but senior. And I am already applying to concept art positions that say they want a mid-level to senior, just to see if I might get in or not. But junior positions are like not existent, and I figured I'd rather work unpaid for some studio and at least can put it on my CV than to do nothing at all. Oop. And I think I'm going to leave the second one at that currently, because I kind of like the shapes. Could be worse. But yeah, there you have it. Patrick is a working professional in the industry, and even he thinks it's insane. Because I just, before you came in, I was just mentioning, like, I have a lot of people I know that work in the industry, and I can ask them if that's realistic or not, because I don't think it's realistic. Well, I hope everything works out, and if you get it, you find a solution. Yeah, I currently have 2 studios lined up with our tests. So the one is Repeat Games, where I would be like a founding member, plus the only concept artist there, and I would do character art, which is actually what I would love to do. But in my opinion, it's definitely going to be way harder because MOBAs are very, very competitive. It's very competitive, and it's probably way harder to make a MOBA successful nowadays. Though I like the vibe they're going for. They want to really try to make a MOBA with like story and stuff, and non-toxic, because that's what they think the other MOBAs lack. So they want to try to build a MOBA with a positive community, which is very good, but I think it's going to be really, really hard. And the other studio, which I also am going to do an art test, but I have 10 days to actually complete the assignment, so I can do this one first and then move on to the next one, is for Axiosis, and they are doing like a dark and darker kind of game in a dwarf steampunky like setting, which is super cool, but I think they have more potential. So for me, it's currently very hard. I'm going to do both art tests and then see if I technically get both jobs or not, because then I can pick and choose, but I'm still not sure which one I would prefer over the other, because both have like their pro and cons. I like both people. So far, everybody I have talked to in both studios are very kind people, very funny people. They know how to take jokes and stuff. So I can't even say, okay, I don't like the people of this studio, so I just go to the other one. It's like, both are really nice and they have really cool ideas, and the job is really cool on both, so Yeah, building a healthy but still competitive MOBA or MMO is extremely difficult with going deliberately visual cutesy. Yeah, absolutely. I do have to say, Final Fantasy XIV had a super cool community. It was very wholesome and sweet, and it wasn't like super cutesy. It is like this Japanese realism style. But ever since like the World of Warcraft migration was, where so many World of Warcraft players like immigrated to Final Fantasy XIV, the quality of the community sank to rock bottom at some point, and things happened. Flaming got so much more prominent, and people were way more stressed. So yeah, even if I fear, even if the MOBA is super successful, probably toxic players from other communities are definitely going to play it, and then things will go haywire. You're working hard to get into the industry. Just keep going. Your approach is definitely good. Oh, thank you so much, Patrick. Thank you. That's very sweet of you to say. I'm trying my best. Though you should have seen me at the beginning of the stream. I was like super nervous doing this art test, because I'm like, I don't know, art tests feel like tests in school. Even though nobody is like looking over my shoulder, I can just do it at my own pace and stuff, but it still feels like this pressure that you want to do it right, and you're scared that if you don't get the job, it's like this, oh, you're not good enough for the industry feeling, and I hate it. It feels so much different than like actually doing commissions where people come to you because they like you. So yeah. Haha, I've heard of that. Haha, World of Warcraft players came in and the elitism came with it. Yes, it really is. The sexism part was also extremely huge. I was one of the best Black Mage on the server, under the top 3 at the time when the Exodus happened back then. And suddenly I got trash talked just because I turned on my mic in a raid, and I was a girl playing like a DPS class. Do I even know what I'm doing? Did I get carried through all the Savage content? Yada yada yada. And I was like, no, I was No, I farmed it myself. I even craft my own stuff and buff food. I don't get paid from any sugar daddy. Thank you very much. Which is just so annoying. That never happened to me before. They definitely have some cutesy aspect, but yeah, it's less than some other more Stardew-inspired games like Palia and such. Yeah, exactly, exactly. But I guess it's just like also because the people who played Final Fantasy before the MMO and stuff, they were different. They were differently wired than like the old World of Warcraft people from back in the days. And also the new players grew up with like very kind people. So yeah. Oh, don't worry, my first artist was for Fortnite. I crumbled under the pressure. Oh my gosh, for Fortnite? Really? Okay, that's insane. For me, it was like, I don't know, something for some AAA studio that is doing like the homescape stuff and gardenscape things, because I didn't even see an opening for stuff like Fortnite or League of Legends and so on. so that was pretty chill, because I went like, oh, I don't know if I get it or not. I'm not going to be mad. I'd be like that. OMG, a woman in their Christian MMO. Exactly. How dare me exorcise me from this world? I don't belong there. Oh, it's fucking 2025. That's still a thing. Sorry to hear that. It is sadly more of a thing that you might realize. Yeah, sadly. It happens more and more in MMOs too. I mean, if you can like prove to people that you are a good player and stuff, they often just go like, ah, I don't care, you're good, that's fine for me. But sexist comments, or like a lot of people are also like very suggestive, and if you're like playing with them, just in general, you're being nice to them, you're having fun, maybe you go into a few dungeons together or just spend time together because, I don't know, you have a party or stuff. It often happens that like those guys tend to interpret things wrongly and think you have a thing for them, and then if you don't have a thing for them, suddenly you're like a very bitch. Let's just say it like that, and things can escalate very quickly if things don't go their way, so too bad. Got the Fortnite artist through my mentor back at CG Spectrum. Oh, okay, that's really, really cool. That's awesome. I mean, I don't play Fortnite, but it would be such a cool thing to do concepts for it, because even though I think it's at times it's crazy how many licenses they get and how many skins they have in the game. But the style is really cool. And honestly, to be in like Epic Games, you have a safe job because they own Unreal Engine and you're not going to get laid off anytime soon. Oh, being nice turns into that? Jeez. Yep. Yep, it does. But it's also the other way around, so not to be just mean to guys right now. It's a lot of girls think the same about guys in games too. So if there's somebody being nice to them and helping them through like quests and stuff, they often get the other way around too. But yeah, it's a common phenomenon. Do I see some hero thumbnails being worked on? Hello, by the way. No, that's actually an art test we were just talking about. So it's for an artist, which I do have to finish on Wednesday. Oh yeah, you mentioned it. Exactly. And I have to, yeah, allowance to stream, so it's fine. And to talk a little bit about it. So yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's do a third one, definitely. I aim for 3 or 4 thumbnails, just to have some variety, because I don't think at my speed I'm going to be able to do more. I have definitely been on the receiving end of women taking things the wrong way. But I know it's way more common for women to experience the sort of attention from men. Yeah, it is. But like I said, it happens to everybody. If you're being too nice to somebody who's very desperate, things can turn south very quickly. And MMOs nowadays somehow have turned into like dating simulations and dating apps for some people. Which is kind of crazy. People are just lonely, and that can lead to very desperate and dangerous people. Yeah, that's so true. That is so true. I've seen it. I could tell stories about that too. I've actually lost my account to one of those persons back in the days. Long story short, I was young, had a level partner, he got mad at me because I rejected him, then he changed my password and sold my account. And I couldn't get it back. So yeah, be careful, guys. Don't be like me. Don't trust people too easily. He's dumb shit. Yeah. He is. Deleting an MMO account. Oof, yes. Especially it was like for Final Fantasy, an account that was from A Realm Reborn to Heavensward, and I had everything, so it was worth a lot of money. Which he got, which is so annoying. But I told the support about it and they banned him too, so at least I got some revenge. Because if somebody's going to delete my freaking account, I'm not going to just sit here and cry. I'm going to do something about it. Because that's a lot of money. The jerk probably bought himself an account through the money he made, but let's just, yeah. If I imagine someone would delete my classic WoW account from 2000, jeez, 2004, so if I can't talk in English, then it's going to be German. Yeah, I feel you. That's like, people are always wondering how like people can get aggressive about video games, but they don't know how much time and effort you spend into those things. Hours of grinding, sweat, tears, and pain, blood even in some instances. So yeah, no, that was like a very, very low moment. Cookie, don't blow my cover. You know what people are doing for clicks? No, just saying. I wanted to do like some tag for hot sniper girl or stuff because that's like what people click on, and there was no existence, so it was just that. I'd be furious if someone deleted the data from my TTRPG folder. Yeah, there would be some corpses, for sure. I want to see the event. Getting called out. Yes. But I was talking about my drawing, yeah, nothing else, because everything else would be like super cringe. Because I would never be able to do something like that. Like, I know so many streamers are like tagging themselves as like hot, cute, or something like that, which is I don't know. I don't know if I could live with that for myself. Gotta get you VTuber model with the jiggly physics. Oh no. But the ones from Dead or Alive. Was it Dead or Alive? I think so. Which was like the most iconic like jiggly physics of all time. Wait. Yeah, Dead or Alive. Oh. Oh gosh. I can't hide anything from you guys. That's a shame. Actually, one student of Brian Huang, also C2 Spectrum, she's pretty big on Twitch doing her VTuber models, but it's also more on the not super work side. But hey, 1k plus views. Nice. I mean, hey, if it pays the bill. But that's the moral dilemma you have as an artist. It's like, are you going to be the serious artist who is doing good stuff that is for the public? Or are you going the not safe for work side and just earn a ton of money? Well. Are you going to buy that VTuber model with maximum jiggly physics, or are you going to stay normal? Patrick, do you remember her name? Recently in a meeting with Jess, she asked who should give a talk. I told her to ask you for her name. I'd love to hear about it. 20 bucks or 20 bucks? Oh, Ferrat, they got a lot of money. You can share the link. No problem. But I heard about the Ferrat thing too. But it's like, I don't know. I don't want to be known for like, oh hey, I do nudes. Have fun. I'm curious too. I'm just seeing a lot of cooking stuff right now. Oh, I see. I see. I've seen their stuff before. They raided Reddit at one point and their shorts are popular on TikTok. Oh! Famous. Somebody's famous. Yeah, I think I'm just too shy to do something like that, to be honest. Kudos to every artist who does it, but I don't know. Because once you go down that path, it's like hard to return to normal. I think she also made the VTube character for V. Soda Popping's girlfriend. I don't know them. So, I mean, are they famous or do I just pay too much attention to the art community? They're doing really well though. And that's great for them. Yeah, I mean, if it works, it works. Very big Twitch streamers, but you don't miss out anything. Okay. I don't know who City Poppins is, but fair enough. Okay, very cool. I mean, like I said, that's really awesome. It is a possibility to earn money like that, but like I said, I'm not sure if I could do it. I mean, I know somebody who was in like the same course than... Oh god, what's her name? Sakimi-chan? Yeah, she is famous too and rich. Yep. I mean, her paintings are amazing. Takemi-chan went heavy into Not Safe for Work too, making a lot more money now. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Her Patreon does really well. I bet it does. I mean, there are a lot of artists who got famous because of what they're doing in that type of genre, so... Also, I think we're going to take a quick little break. Yep. Already over the time again. I'm really bad at looking at the clock. With Not Safe for Work and for you don't need to be famous. Some clients pay tons of money for that work. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the problem always is like your image, right? If you're doing like stuff like this, everybody knows Tsukimi-chan for the Not Safe for Work stuff, right? And I guess if you have like a side account, your image wouldn't even take a hit, right? But people are going to know. And I think for me it's just like always image. Because if you... I don't know. I bet those two get a lot of sexist stuff, and also the people that are following and watching them are like that kind of clientele. If that makes any sense. And I don't think I would be like comfortable working in like this niche. Because then you would like attract a lot of creeps too. And I don't think I would be built for something like that, so kudos to those who do it. I don't think I could. I don't want to be known for drawing 12-year-old anime girls in weird poses. Or furries. And remember, anime girls often don't look like adults, and that's another issue. And people pay you double if you do stuff like that, which is insane. So yeah, that's the question of morality there. But hey, for them it works, right? A lot of people do OnlyFans too. I would never. So that's a comparison for sure. She looks like 8-year-old, but in the story she's 9,000 years old. Sure, sure. It's legal that way. Look at her driver's license. She was born before Christy, and that's it. But yeah, lollies and stuff are very huge in Japan and stuff. Keep telling yourself that I. Oh, I'm dying over here. Where did this conversation go? Oh my god, oh my god. You were going to have a break, yeah. But the chat was just too much fun, LMAO. So then I'm going to take a break with my very professional be right back sign. And this time I don't forget, I just was too lazy to do it before. And I'm even going to make it really big. There you go. Just for you, Cookie. Just for you. Then see you in 5 minutes, guys. Be right back. I am back. And I'm off to bed. Lovely to catch you again. Oh, I hope I didn't miss you. Good night, Barret. I see you around. Maybe tomorrow. Have a lovely night and sweet dreams. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. Night night. Awesome. Oh, did I save it? No, I did not, so I'm going to quickly save my PSD. I thought I did, but I haven't. Which is kind of, well, beginner mistake. Guys, always save your stuff, just in case. Kind of shocked I didn't press Control S in the meantime. Because usually I spam it quite a bit. Okay, well, let's continue. I'm gonna hop off myself and go play more Oblivion, my new addiction. Have fun with Oblivion and also have fun with your group later. Have a fun with stream. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by again, Scott. I shall. You shall. Awesome. Okay. It was very lively today, which is awesome. But my chatbot is already like, you want me to work? No, I don't. So let's... I think I want this to go up further. Like a statement color. So... Oh. Come back reference, please. Peter Piper? Character? What? Peter Piper. What did I miss again? Or the hidden jeans skin. Oh, okay. Wasn't my intention though. My voice is dying. Short break and suddenly it's gone. And I swear I'm not intentionally copying anything. I'm just coming up with ideas on the fly. That's not right. I think... Also, don't judge my sniper rifles. I've never drawn one before, so I'm just winging it and hopefully later get to design it a little bit more. So... Is judging the sniper rifle super hard? No! Oh no! I already see like... This is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. Also, this is wrong. I mean, all of it is wrong, but you get the idea. I mean, that's also one thing that's crazy to me. You have like 3 days to work on a character, and usually I would just take 1 to do all the research I need, but I can't even do that. You're good. Ooh, awesome. Lucky me, I guess. No, I don't like the dangling bits. want to keep this clean. Partially. Okay, let's make this more obvious that those are boots or bootlets or whatever. And number 3. Let's go. And I think I'm doing one more just for the sake of it, then I leave it be and move on to more details. That's too much. Maybe just a little bit more here. No. Mooney, hey there! Welcome to the stream! So nice to see you! How are you today? You're probably going into lurk mode soon because of work? Like about an hour before I have a meeting. Oh, good morning, good morning! And thank you so much for giving me some of your attention! Just checking all the mails. Yeah, oh, always the mails, always the mails. I'm wondering if I should like make the head more prominent. Kind of curious how it would look like. Bigger. Nope. That was too much. I would love to know, like, exaggerating it way, way more. Because that could be like something fun. And it does look kind of fun. No, that's too much side. Just want a very heavy cramp over here. I think that looks kind of fun. Yep. Let's leave it for now. So, one more to go. There it is. Oh, by the way, I made more cookies. You did? Aww. I want cookies. Put it in discard. Sure. Waiting for them to arrive. That cookie cluster. They look awesome. They look like so much fun. That's definitely a minefield I don't want to go into. They also remind me a lot of pufferfish. I like the screaming one. Yeah. I don't know why, but my favorite is like this one. He just looks like he's up to no good. Emote. There you go. Okay, now I want to really go all out with the hair. I use it for my Twitter banner. Awesome. It's definitely good banner material. Exploding soggy cookies if you touch one. Ew. Oh gosh, I just imagined the texture. Oh gosh, I never thought of that. Oh no. You thought you died from the explosion, but no, it's worse. Soggy cookies. Thought. I English very good, don't worry. No, it's definitely the soggy cookies. It's the texture. And you thought mines couldn't get worse. No, but seriously, those are really cool. They also remind me of the Kirby mines, if I'm not wrong. Let's see. Kirby underwater mine? No, they're floating everywhere. Oh yeah, that's the one I meant. I don't know. Gordo? Gordo, okay. Gordo. It's like this one, but there is a different version of it too. Like the golden one. Very cutesy though. Oh my god. That's a mood. Wait a sec. That's a mood. That's me. Oh. Wait. Copy it. Why didn't you copy it? That's a mood. I should make one with a big bubbly eyes, yeah. Definitely. Okay, the legs are way too long, but we're going to fix them. Haha, that is a mood, right? Right, it's like, I don't know. The best mood. proportions are completely off. Yoo-hoo. I don't want to turn it, rotate it. Crew, hi there! Welcome to the stream! How are you today? Hello, hello! Doing awesome, how about you? Nervous because what I'm doing is for an art test, but I'm good otherwise. Vacation was amazing. So I can't complain. Oh, that's nice to hear. Thank you. Played some Stardew Valley 2 on stream. It was a lot of fun. I think I'm going to get like a huge... how's it called? Cloak? A little bit shorter. But I think this one is going to be like horn. Like a good luck charm. Kind of cloak. Maybe it was dad's or something like that. Oh, I like the down cloak thingy. The down cloak thingy? What do you mean by that exactly? I don't know the name. Okay. Do you mean this? Just a long cloak or... Is that all really cool? Do you add ideas with the silhouettes on the top of your head, or do you have some reference that you keep nearby? I do have a ref board, actually. Like a huge one on my second screen. I have like a huge collections of stuff. Let's see if I can copy paste them in real quick or out actually showing the design. Because I'm doing this for an art test. So let's see. Oh boy. I'm using Puref for this usually, but you can see I have like a bunch of references and that ref board like grows and grows and grows as I work. So yeah, those are a lot of the references I use. And I use them as a huge inspiration for stuff. So yeah. But it's a mixture of both actually. That's a that's actually not that bad. I have like ref boards that look way worse. They're like huge. I mean, those are just references I gathered for today, so I would say that is maybe a fracture of what I usually use for my ideas. And there were a few that I couldn't show, so minus those as well. Like, gotta always have a bunch of references. Exactly. I also have like my Chrome open with a bunch of stuff from Google and things like this, so also real life references like little hand models, mannequins, stuff like that. So yeah, references are like the most important thing, no matter what you're drawing. Especially if you're coming up with ideas, a ref board can be very useful. Especially if I'm like working on an IP, a huge one, and different projects, I often like have everything in one board. So you have like, I don't know, hundreds of pictures. And since I only started this one today, there isn't as much to show. Does this studio also check the ref board? I don't know if they need it, but I definitely will show it to them because it doesn't hurt. Okay. Usually you have like a bunch of reference folders and stuff that you share with people, and you should always keep your references. Because of multiple reasons, like legal issues and stuff, for references for 3D artists and things like this, and you never know. Maybe you need to go back to stuff and then you lost your reference. So I always recommend actually having it. Some studio want all the refs, especially in AAA. I had the experience where they need to double check you are not using any of the copyrighted references directly. Exactly. Photo bashing is also like a huge issue. Because if you photo bash, you need to make sure you photo bash it and overpaint it as much as you can so it doesn't like show that it's not like that you took reference from something that already existed. I know that Ubisoft, for example, really does like specifically give you references from like big companies, and I don't know, for Far Cry they did it for the sisters or the twins. They had like this motocross tops and stuff, and they used references from a very popular brand. And basically the concept artist got the task to I have to go now. Have fun. Thank you so much, and I hope you get home safely or go to your meeting, whatever it is. Thank you so much for stopping by, Tommy. Which I don't get, everything just takes from existing things. Yeah, but the problem is, you can get sued. So if you, for example, take reference from, I don't know, let's say you want to draw a bird. You can take references from ravens, because ravens are not made by man. It's not like, oh, it was XYZ who created a raven. No. But you run in troubles if you like take a raven character, for example, with like a yellow jacket on it or like a very distinctive style from a certain artist. Then you can get sued because you stole their design. But if you took like the raven, took a jacket from there and maybe turned it into a different color, it's very, you need to balance it, basically. Because you already said that my characters often look like characters that already existed, but they are hopefully different enough that you don't say, oh, this is like a copy-paste of McCree and stuff. Oh. Ow? Oh. LMAO. So you just need to make it different enough not to get sued. I don't know, I think it was Aikali who did something like that. You know, Apple's logo is very, very simple, right? I'm just going to make a very crappy Apple logo real quick. I don't own any Apple, so please don't be mad if it's wrong. Oops. It's like very, very... What's going on? Oh. Oh no. Photoshop is mad that I tried to draw an Apple logo. This is like very cheap. Hair font! Yes, exactly! Oh yeah, they made a pair. Exactly, guys, you got me. And just so they didn't get sued, they just made, for those who don't know, I'm just going to quickly finish it. They like simply took Apple's logo and turned it into like a pear, which looked basically the same, and those who knew, they knew. There you go. That was such a funny thing. Right. But that's exactly how it is, right? It's, you know, they mean a certain company, but it's just, they don't mean the real company, so they're fine to do jokes and stuff because they don't, like, use Apple themselves. They have the Pear phone and the Pear laptop and stuff like that. And that's the difference. Like, if you take Widowmaker and just make her green, that's still Widowmaker. But I don't know, if you... I don't know. Well, what? Is Chrome too hard to handle for you right now, computer? Let's see. I mean, just take Widowmaker and Spider-Man. Both are inspired by spiders, but they look so much different. But if you take all the spider-sonas, that's a different matter, because all of those are still Spider-Man, and you can hardly say, oh, I invented Spider-Man. Because you have those distinctive eyes, you have the distinctive clothes, the pattern from Spider-Man, and stuff, and they are all called spider-sonas. Because they're based on the Spider-Man multiverse stuff. Also heading out. Good luck with your art test. Bye. Thank you so much for stopping by, Patrick. See you around. Bye-bye. So... Also, let's take another 5-minute break. Then I'm going to wrap up the last thumbnail I was doing here. I think I'm going to make them. Oh, okay. I'm also going to make them bigger already. Because I was very like opportunistic, like I'm going to make more than 4, but apparently not. Let's see. Give me the eraser tool, please. Thank you. Nope, I want both. Probably going to crop the rest of it a bit. Or no, I'm going to leave it like this. Probably going to change the layer later as well. Okay. Then let's do a break. There we go. And I see you guys in 5 minutes. Hello, and we are back for the final sprint of today's project. Welcome back. Thank you so much, Cookie. Let's see, number 4. I think I need to make those a bit smaller so they are the same size. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you also very, very much. So much love in the chat today. You're so sweet. Okay, then I think I'm going to keep them as they are. And move on to the next step. Hooray! Let's just make a quick little copy. Just to be safe. Then we're going to draw in some more details. Just trying to find the right color. It's alright. A little bit lighter. Yep. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, let's see. Kind of reminds me of Caitlin right now. I should flip more. But they look decent enough, to my surprise. Oh, I'm stupid. Going to do this on a separate layer. Wait, I'm going to do it like this. Okay, let's make this. Create a clipping mask. Awesome. Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. Are you going to call me out again, Cookie? I dare you. I don't know. What do you... Am I... far you're good. I want to go. I do like it though. Where's my reference for this Z-cut style? There it is. Nope. Same, I like it. Awesome. I think bangs. Yeah, definitely bangs. Just trying to figure out how to do the bangs. Oh, I'm just going to carve out a bunch of stuff. I guess the good thing is in this stage we can still mix and match things. Also, what is up with my neck today? It is kind of killing me a little. And I don't know why. So I think I like the idea of a turtleneck for this character. Oh, oh. Oops. Wrong color. Ma'am, your posture. I wish it's the posture. I fear it's my bad. Because my mattress is like way too soft and I need to get like one that's a bit harder. Because I always wake up with a sore neck. It's not from drawing in general. Because I'm trying to be good and untrimmed myself. Even though it doesn't always work. Oh yeah, I hate very soft beds. I used to love them, but well, I fear it's the cause of my little issue with my neck. So yeah. I think we need to go bolder with that strand. I went for a vacation for like a week, so I had to sleep on a different bed and my neck killed me for the first few days. Yeah. The problem is I have this like problem with my neck over a year now. It's like it comes and goes, but it always is after I slept in the bed and I already have like a better pillow too, because at first I figured maybe it's the pillow, but I fear it's the bed itself. That's what I feared. No matter. Also, I don't know why I kind of like the idea of an eye patch for her. Eye patch, not feeling it. I will get one of them an eye patch, because I think eye patch is like very cool for military stuff. Going to lurk. You do just that. Have fun in your meeting. I think that's good for the white highlights. would just be Anna then from Overwatch. Wait. Anna. Or... Yeah, but character design in Overwatch is just on point. She looks dope though. Yep. Okay, also has some... It's for what? For... So the new character Freya looks a lot like Sova from Valorant, just gender swapped. Okay. Freya. And what's that second one? Sova. Or are they just both blue? I know what you mean. I know what you mean. They have both like this Nordic, Aurora, Northern Lights kind of vibe with the fur and stuff. I get the similarities. They could be from like the same clan or stuff like that. Yeah. I agree. Oh, you know what? You can give one of them a robotic eye. That I don't know if it's easy to show visually. I could totally do that, yeah. I just need to see which one and if it's actually suiting the character. But I like the idea. But I don't like what I did there. I don't know where there's a dead end there. What did I say? Sometimes I say things that I don't mean like that, so... No, the last thing I chatted. Oh! Got it. So, last but not least. Way too concentrated right now. A little bit of both, very nice. They're all getting that, you just can't see it yet. I wanted to look something up. Where is it? There it is. Oh, I guess cleavage is a better word to describe number 4. Yeah, I was also missing it for a moment. I was thinking like, booba is not the right word. What do normal people use to describe it? I don't know. Words, am I right? I like the idea of having like the inside of the cold glow, to be honest. I also like the idea of her having like a bodysuit. I like where this is going actually. Cookie, do you have a favorite so far? Or anyone who's in chat? I'm just curious to know. What? If you have a favorite out of those 4 words. I know, me asking chat for an opinion, how dare. Ooh. Oh, for sure. Right, I think so too. Very unique. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Awesome that you think that that's the most unique out of those. I have no chart to compare it to. Haha! I managed to make a design you can't compare anyone to. No League of Legends, no Valorant. No Overwatch. Finally! I beat the cookie. I just need to make your arms shorter for sure. Now my life is fulfilled. There's nothing more here for me to do. So yeah, it should be. Or up here. She got me! Yes, I did! I completed my mission. I got my revenge. For you calling out that I put hot girl into the text. But I think with her, I have the permission to use it. Just saying. Yeah, awesome. Cookie approved. What else do I want in life? LMAO. You know, number 4 reminds me kind of a samurai girl, but with a sniper instead. I don't know why. She has this kind of like cool samurai girl vibe. Not really, for me at least. Let's see. Do I have reference? Cool samurai girl. Something like this. She has a trench coat, yeah, but a lot of like those cool samurai girls have like long floaty clothing. This one too. Yeah, that kind of vibe, and I also have in my mind that she's going to be also red and black probably. So, oh no, that was one deleted layer too many. Again. Drawing on the wrong layer. I just want the white to pop a bit more. But that's not a big deal. Just reminds me to keep an eye out for that too. 3 doesn't look like any char I know. Some. It's just like cowboy western themed. Yeah, a little bit. Wasn't my intention, but I know what you mean. Yeah, I think a second layer was a good call here. Maybe I should just get rid of those. Maybe this makes it less Western. I think so. I'm also still not sure about that hat. Alright, Kirsten, EP time for me. Bye bye and have a good rest of your stream. Hope you finish the concept arts. Thank you so much. I'm probably going to end it soon anyways. Have a good night and see you around. Thank you so much for stopping by, Cookie. It was great having you again. Oh, what? It's already... Holy... 350. That means I need to find a victim to raid out to. Okay. And I think we're going to visit Spaced Out and Tired. Because they have raided us previously and I would love to return the favor. At least that would be my goal. Oh, LMA, you were finishing up with me. Yeah. I always stream like 4 PM my time, so it's only 10 minutes left, basically. So yeah, you're not going to miss much. Alright, thank you for the stream then. Yippee! You are very welcome. Thank you again for stopping by. Oh, she looks like a pirate. I don't know why I'm not digging that hat. Did I make it too bold? Okay. Then I think we're going to leave it at that for today. Oh?
Space Bunce has joined the Spirit Grove.
Hey there, Space Buns! Thank you so much for the follow! I hope you were enjoying the stream so far. Thank you, thank you! everything. It's quickly switching over to my main screen. The day surely flew by in a flash, I have to admit. Yeah. Muted. Awesome. There we go. Copy paste their name so I don't misspell it by accident. But first, here's our raid message for anyone who wants to copy it. And then we're going to Space Tired and Alive. It's Tired and Alive. Okay, I think that's it. And we have finally returned a favor. Hooray. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching me today. I hope you had a lot of fun. I sure did. If you like my stream, make sure to leave a follow so you don't miss out on me going live. And if you want to support me, feel free to leave a little sub too. Okay, let's say hi to Spaced Out and Tired. See you over there, guys. Bye bye.